Yo guys, so Stranger Things 5 is gonna come out in like what, 2 months? And I am a pretty big Stranger Things fan. I am currently playing the game on the Nintendo Switch 2, the Stranger Things Game 3. And today I'm gonna be talking about Stranger Things Season 5, the new season that's gonna come out, and why it's either gonna be the best season ever or the worst one. So yeah, I got a couple talking points. Today we're gonna have a yapathon while I'm playing Stranger Things 3 the game 2 on the Switch. Yeah, Stranger Things 3 the game on the Switch too. Um, yeah, and that's just because it's pretty rare. It's a pretty rare game to be able to play on the Switch too. Now, guys, I enjoy Stranger Things. Okay, I like it, but man, I think season 5 is gonna be terrible. I think it's gonna be either really bad or really good, but I'm mostly feeling that is gonna be terrible, and I have a couple talking points, like at least 10. So yeah, we gotta get in this. It's gonna be yapology class today. Um, First, I want to talk about the story kind of being stuck. Um, we've seen most of it. We've seen most of the story. We saw Vecna, of course. We saw Vecna. Let me see if the audio's working actually. We saw Vecna. Yeah, it's good. We saw Vecna, and we know who he is now. We know why everything happened. We know most of the things about the story. So the only thing that we can like learn about is more lore, which I enjoy, but a lot of people won't really care that much. Like, oh, how did the Upside Down get created? Not that many people are gonna care. So I think in that regards, the story is gonna be kind of stuck. It's gonna be kind of stuck because what can you really do with that? You can't really do anything with it. So of course it's gonna end. Of course the story is gonna end. But I don't think they're gonna be able to include new stuff that's interesting enough for people to really enjoy. That's what I'm kind of worried about. I'm probably still gonna enjoy everything, but they have so many things they need to explain, need to show. It's gonna be like impossible. Like there's so many things oh dude, there's gonna be more stuff later on about this too, but there's just way too much that they haven't been able to show us that they probably either just won't, or it'll be like later with like a new book, or later with like, oh, there's this spin-off and there's this spin-off. Oh, this one talks about how Henry, yeah, whatever, dude. Um, Anyway, that brings me to my next point though. There are no new characters. Basically no new characters. There's gonna be stuff for the military, of course, because guys, if you haven't seen the season 5 trailer, you should definitely watch that before this, because then all my talking points will make a lot more sense. But the stuff about the military, of course there's gonna be new things, new characters for that, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I don't think it's gonna be enough for it to, yeah, to add to the story, because they have one season, and the Duffer Brothers do this a lot anyway, where they just include some characters from one season and then that's it. But with the military characters, I don't think they're going to be interesting enough to really feel like they're a part of the story. Of course, there's going to be like a new nemesis for Hopper. They're going to add like the bad villain. Oh, the woman probably that we saw in the trailer. I think that's like a new woman. Yeah, so that's gonna be new and possibly interesting, but I don't think the new characters are gonna add that much to the story. So that's why I'm kind of worried about it. I guess we'll find out though. But this brings me to my next point, which is that a lot of the characters are very boring. Look at Mike here, by the way. Look at Mike. Look at Mr. Mike. How do I switch to him? How do I switch to him? Swap. I haven't figured out the controls. Anyway, look at Mr. Mike here. You see this guy? You see him? Him swinging his bat? Tell me, right now, if you've seen the show, tell me 5 things that Mike has done. He found Eleven, but Lucas and Dustin were there too, at the beginning of the season 1. Then what? What did Mike do? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think he does a single thing. He talked to Eleven in season 4 to make her more powerful or something, you know, like a support role. What does he do? He's the dungeon master in episode 1. Okay, cool man. He does nothing. He has added nothing to the story for 4 seasons. He actually does nothing. So I think Mike is the most boring character. So they'll have to do so many things with him to make him interesting enough, because this is the final season, guys. This is it. He gets 8 episodes and he needs to show himself. He needs to prove himself. In the trailer, we've seen a lot more from Mike, but I don't know if it is gonna be enough. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. He must have some crazy, like, Steve type development to be, like, interesting enough for me to enjoy the character. For now, he is my least favorite character. Now we have Lucas. Lucas does a little bit more during the seasons, and yeah, he's like the fireworks guy in season 3. In season 2 he goes through he doesn't do that much in season 2, but in season 1 he goes through like a whole like Navy arc or whatever, you know. So that's alright, that's alright. I think Lucas is gonna add a lot more to the story, because he's more like independent. He's more like, you know, the cool guy, quote unquote, of like the original 4. So I think Lucas will be fine. Then we have Dustin. And Dustin's always goated. Great, probably the greatest character in the show. If we don't, like, Steve and Dustin probably the best characters, so Dustin will be fine. And then we have Will. And guys, I think with Will, man, and with so many other things, I just think it's too little, too late. I think it's too little and too late. The characters, like, Will, now all of a sudden you're gonna add all this stuff. You're leading up 4 seasons about him being nothing, his little neck tingle, and now all of a sudden he gets like powers. They must have some incredibly good explanation for why all of a sudden he has powers. Because he's definitely going to have powers. He's going to be able to do something. They must have some crazy character arc for him to be able to do that. Because there ain't no way that for 4 years he's had like something, and then all of a sudden, oh, now I have powers. There's no way. There's no way. That's going to be so bad. And with that, I think, like, the jump is too big. The jump is too big. Either the jump is too big and it doesn't make any sense, or they don't make the jump that big, which will let it make sense, but then it won't add anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's a tough one. I think that's a tough one. But what is cool is that this will be the first season where all 4 of the original 4 that you always see, Mike, Lucas, Dustin, Will, it's the first time they're actually together. We see them together in like season 1, in like episode 1, and that's basically it. After that, they have like their whole own character arcs for every single episode, except for the beginning of season 2. But then again, they instantly kind of go to somebody else. So I don't know. Like it's like Dustin and Lucas, and then Mike and Will. Yeah, man. I don't know. So it's gonna be cool, but yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna add to the story yet. Now, guys, the biggest problem about the characters. There are so many good characters. Like Nancy, I think, has had a great development throughout the seasons. I think Steve is the best character in general, but there's so many side characters, so many nothing characters, and I want to talk about the Duffer problem. The Duffer brothers are the ones who made the show, right? And they have a very, very big problem. They are scared. They are afraid. They are afraid of everything. They will not do anything that has some sort of risk. Them getting, big spoilers by the way for this whole video, but they have this big thing where they got Max in the hospital at the end of season 4. But it's not that big of a risk because she didn't even die. Yeah, she didn't even die. They should have just killed her off, I think. I think they should have just killed her off. Or they should have done something. But it's always like they have like all have plot armor. You know, like with Dexter, you guys might have seen Dexter. It's like, oh, he didn't get caught again. This guy took the fall. Wow, look at that. It's the same thing with Stranger Things, but with characters being able to like, oh, look, guys, no way, loophole. We don't have to die now. The Duffer Brothers have this problem where they cannot take risks. They want to do spin-offs with every single character. They want to milk it for as long as possible. And that's going to absolutely destroy season 5 because they're scared to kill anyone off. They don't want to do it. The only person who can die is Max. They're going to kill Max. They're not going to kill any of the original 4. There's no way. There is a possibility where they kill 11. But is the possibility really there, guys? Like, is it really? I don't know. I think for like a story-wise, it makes sense for her to either lose her power or for her to die. It's probably going to be losing her power. Because once Vecna is gone, then what are you really going to use the power for it anymore, you know? So it's either one of those two, but it's definitely going to be her losing the power, because again, the Duffer Brothers don't want to take risks, and they want to keep the characters alive for any future things they might be able to do, which I really don't like that. And then I really hope they don't do the dumb thing where they leave everyone alive except like Steve or like Hopper or something. That'd be so weird. It'd be so dumb. You don't want to kill off like the best characters at the end of the last season. It would make no sense. So I'm not too worried about like Steve dying or something, but who knows? Hey, who knows? It might happen. Anything is possible. Literally anything is possible with these guys. Now, there's one other thing with the too little too late part, because we've all seen like in season 2 and mostly just season 2 where the military comes in action, and then at the end of season 3 we see it as well, but in season 2 it's like a bigger thing, right? It's like, oh my god, we're actually getting the military to do something, and then they get out of Hawkins. But with those demo dogs, 11 did everything, and then the military is just like, yeah, no, you know what, we didn't see anything, nothing exists, which is crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. Now, they probably cleaned up or something so the military actually doesn't know. But in season 4, we see like that the military actually doesn't know what is going on, which is absurd to me. That's insane. The only reason why it kind of makes sense is that they couldn't say anything because they were scared that they were going to take 11, and then the problem would be too big to fix. But then again, like, how does no one in the entire military know? I don't get it. We had like a couple people, but they were like part of Hawkins already, right? They were part of that already, and then they started building the shelter, and then they all like got killed by the actual military. How is the military so incompetent? I get it. I really don't understand, and that's gonna be a big thing of season 4. It's like, no, you kids are not allowed to do this and this. It's way too risky. It's no way you're gonna be able to do that. And then they're gonna say like, no, we're not gonna do anything though. I guess it's actually pretty accurate to real life, you know? Like, no, we're not gonna do anything, but you're also not able to do anything yourselves. No, I don't know. It's. I feel like that's gonna be a whole like arc where Hopper has to do something with the military. He's like, no, we need to do this now because otherwise everybody's gonna die. And then everybody's like, yeah, sure, buddy. Nobody's gonna take him seriously. And then it's gonna be too late. Oh man, I definitely for sure think that's gonna be a thing. So yeah, I think the military is just going to be very incompetent in the show. I think it's very obvious that that's like the next step for season 5. Because otherwise, why would they have the original cast doing anything if they have the entire military? Yeah, I think that's definitely going to happen. Then I'm probably going to like it when I see the season. But I think it's all gonna be like callbacks. It's gonna be an entire callback season. Like, oh guys, we should do the light thing. Remember when Will did this in season 1? Guys, remember in season 2 when Vecna did this and this? Oh, we already saw in the trailer. We saw like the tunnels. Guys, remember we could use the tunnels actually, like in season 2 or like 2 years ago, whatever they'll say. It's gonna be an entire season of just that, which. You know, I think it's okay. I think it's fine, but I just hope I don't get tired of it in like 2 minutes because every single time the same thing is. Ooh, I can do what? I can move the cam like this. That's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, I think that's just gonna be kind of boring eventually, but I might really enjoy it when I watch it. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure on that yet. Oh yeah, we gotta have a Will flashback. So, in season 1, Will gets taken, right? And the whole time, I've been waiting on like a thing like Will looking straight at Vecna, and then Vecna like smiling, like, I remember you, or something like that. And then it's Will like having like a flashback, like shoom, from the night when he was taken, and he looks straight and Vecna, and it's him instead of like the Demogorgon. It has to be like some sort of callback. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll understand. If not, that's okay. It's just about like the first episode where Will gets taken. I think he saw Vecna instead of the Demogorgon, and I would like to see some sort of flashback with him. Like being like, yep, it was me all along. Because Will has never seen Vecna. I don't think you guys understand. They have never seen Vecna. They don't know what he looks like. Right? So, like Mike, for instance, he hasn't been to the Upside Down when Vecna was like actually there. So, they have no clue what he actually looks like. I think only 11 knows. Max knows. And Steve, Nancy, Robin, because they went like to the bunker, to the attic. So they know, but the rest of them, they don't know what he actually looks like. So I think that could be really interesting, like an interesting reveal where they do something like that. Yeah, there's also like the problem where the ending is going to be extremely obvious, because what realistically could the ending be? Other than we beat Vecna and everyone is safe now. What's the ending gonna be? Guys, the Duffer Brothers already, like, take no risks. So, what are they gonna do? Oh, guys, actually Vecna won. There's only one possible ending, which is fine, but I think because it took so long for the seasons to come out, like, I don't think you guys understand. It's been like, what, 6 years? It's been like 6.5 years since Season 3 came out. So that's a really long time, and now at this point, after Season 4, I think it's been like the similar amount of time between 2, 3, 3, 4, and now between 4 and 5. But the ending is so obvious that like, you can be like, yes, we know this was gonna happen. We know that they were all gonna be safe, and yeah, I don't know. I really feel like they have to do something incredible for it to be an interesting ending. They almost have to end with somebody dying, right? I mean, look, I don't want anyone to die necessarily, but like I wanted people to die in like Season 4, or when it still mattered. But at the end of Season 5, it just feels like, it feels like you're in like a tournament and you lose. Like in the finale, it's like, well, we played every match anyway. Like, imagine in football, you've played every match. It's not like there's more matches afterwards. So what if you lose? So what if somebody dies now? There's nothing after it. Of course they're gonna make like, they're gonna make spin-offs, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna make the spin-offs without the characters that are currently there. Yeah, guys, I mean, it's just an obvious ending. Like, Vecna, oh no, Vecna got defeated. But I hope they have some sort of like lore thing where and they explain more. I think that could be good, but man, I don't know. The ending must be absolute cinema. I'm excited for the ending. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited. Don't get it twisted. Um, Yo, how do I do this? Actually, wait, hold on. Bomb? Nice. I can aim it though. He just kind of guesses. All right, whatever. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's going to be a very interesting season to look at, but I don't know if it'll be my favorite. I don't think it will be. I also just don't like endings in general, because endings is like then that's it. You know, now still anything is possible. Anything is possible. If you're looking like a timeline, you have like the branches, of a timeline. There's like millions of branches still. Like shoom, it could go anywhere. We could have like Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan dying. Boom, at the end. You never know. But let's reveal, that's just not gonna happen. But when it's over, it's over. Like then it's cooked. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. Now, I'm kind of molding at two things. One is that it's a 3-parter. So in Season 4, they did the 2-parter. And the 2-parter was like, okay, alright, I kind of get it. You have like one huge part, but like the episodes were so long too, so it was okay. So we had part 1 where it showed so much. It showed 7 episodes, I'm pretty sure. And then we had the second part where it like wrapped up, which was great. I think that was good. I think they did well with that. Why is this a 3-parter? Now, look, okay, it's not like it takes very long for everything to come out, but season or part 1 comes out November 26th. Then they're gonna release what, like 6 episodes or something like that, or like 5 episodes. After that, we're gonna have part 2 at Christmas, which is what, like that's like December 24th then, or December 25th. December 25th is when that comes out. And then the final episode is on New Year's. Why, like, what, 6 or 7 days later? Why? I'm in the zone, I'm in the shing, I want to watch all of it, and then you make me wait for the last one? I don't get that. I really don't get it. Is that like some sort of marketing thing? Guys, let me know, because I really don't understand this decision. The two-parter I can understand, but why get me to, like, the oh my god, it's almost gonna end? It's like a cliffhanger without a cliff. It's like, really, dude? What are we doing here? Bro, you can't just hang off of, like, a street pole. That's not how a cliffhanger works. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But, well, maybe that's just me, but maybe that's just me. Let me know if this is, like, some sort of known marketing thing, but I really don't understand why you would make a cliffhanger without a cliff. There's, like, no point to it, I feel like. That kind of makes me mauled, and I already know I'm gonna be mauling while I'm watching it, or like at the end, because I'm gonna be like, dude, now I have to wait like 7 days to see what happens, and you already know they're gonna make like some sort of dumb thing where it looks like somebody is gonna die, or it looks like something big is happening right when chapter 1 and chapter 2 ends, and then you have to wait for the next one, and it's gonna be like, dude. Yeah, man. I mean, it's kind of smart, but again, it's so annoying. It's actually so annoying. Anyway, that was me mauling about part 1. Now, the second part is the Broadway show. Guys, did you know that Stranger Things has like a Broadway thing talking about like Henry's past and like a bunch of lore stuff? It's actually lore accurate things, and it's a Broadway. Why? Why? Can somebody explain? Oh my god, I just bought a medkit. I didn't need to do that. But why? I need to buy a hairdryer. Can I still buy one? Great. Why is that a thing? Guys, I don't understand. I really don't understand. Can't they just make like some sort of online version that I can still look at the lore and then just, you know, whatever, I can just, oh, cool, man, now I know what's gonna happen. Because now I don't know. Now I actually don't know. I've seen some snippets of it, some like little clippingtons, but I just don't know what's gonna happen now. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know, man. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. It's not like I can go to a Broadway show. What do you think, I'm gonna go to like New York or something? Brother, man, that's way too far away from me. So yeah, I have like no way of looking at that now. Let me know in the comments down below though. Maybe there is a way. Maybe there's a way. Also, if you're watching right now and your name is Vlaes, you have to say banana bread to me in DMs. You wanted a 12-hour yap session, so I'm testing him to see if he's watching. If you're not called Vlaes though, don't say anything. Just yeah, this is a test. This is a test. I just thought of that randomly. But yeah, I think that is most of the stuff I wanted to say. I am very excited for the new season, and well, I'm still gonna be a big fan. I mean, dude, I'm playing the Stranger Things 2 or the Stranger Things 3 game from the Nintendo Switch version that I paid like 120 for to get like the ultimate limited edition run for the Nintendo Switch for the whole bundle with like the whole music and the poster. So yeah, I'm still a fan. I'm still gonna love the show, no matter how it ends. But when it ends, and depending on how good the ending is, it'll make like the longevity of the show better or worse, I feel like. So yeah, I don't know. This like Stranger Things 3, the game that I'm playing right now, it could be one of those things that even a year after season 5 drops, I'm still playing, because the season 5 was so absolutely cinema, and oh my goodness, it was the best ending ever. And then I want to keep, you know, playing the games and watching the show again and having fun with that. I felt like that after season 4, definitely. I had a lot of fun with season 4, and yeah, afterwards I really wanted to play more of this and just get more into the lore, and I did that, of course, when the season came out. So Yeah, it's possible. It's possible that that's gonna happen, but I don't really know. I don't really know if it's gonna do it for this season. It'll really depend. Anyway, yeah, that's basically all I had for today. I am definitely gonna make a slop video again after the season comes out, of course. Let me know what the next slop video should be. Let me know if you have any topics, if you have anything like, ooh, talk about this, talk about that. I don't really mind talking about things. I'm great at yapping, so yeah. Anything you want me to yap about, let me know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make videos when season 5 comes out. I am gonna lock myself into my own room when it comes out, watch it like instantly. And maybe I should make like a review of it. Maybe that'll be my thing, my slop thing, making reviews of stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. And dude, I'm exterminating these rats. Let me exterminate these rats and then I'll end it, okay? Gotta be the rat exterminator. You getting me? You can't just leave these rats running around. You can't just leave like half a mission. You guys ever have that? Like you can't just end during half a mission. You have to do the whole mission first and then you can end. Let me just turn on the lights here and then I can go back. Thank you so much. Alright, the rest of it I can do later. That's totally fine. Let me exit it so it'll save and then yeah, that's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching this slop video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next slop video. Bye bye. Beep bye.